All I can say is I know why Samantha didn't want to come back for the full series. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to the video. We are out in nature in my backyard and I needed to talk about this topic today. I want to start this video out saying I absolutely love Sex and the City. I am a Sex and the City stan fan. I always have been. I always will be. I love the And Just Like That series. It's great that it came out. Like, if you're a fan of Sex and the City, you never wanted it to end. Like, we love that. It's always going to be in our hearts. You understand if you're a girl, if you relate, if you love it. We all love it. But I just have to talk about the new series And Just Like That and the crazy woke agenda, the crazy woke ideology that is really kind of being shoved down our throats in the new And Just Like That series. I wouldn't be talking about this if it was just like a one and done off little comments and stuff that they put in the show. But literally in every episode of And Just Like That, they are shoving woke ideology down our throats, basically. It hurts my heart a little because it's like I still love it. Like, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm watching it right now. I'm waiting for the next episode. I'm excited for the next episode. But it's just so obvious what the producers and such are doing that it's like, am I the only one that can see it? Am I the only one? Like, let me know if I'm the only one or if you see what's going on as well. And I guess just to start, like, we're having a casual conversation about it. It's not a formal video, guys. But, like, I am not anti-LGBT. I am not anti-trans. I am none of that. I believe we all need to live our truth and we need to be happy and love who we love and be who we are and all of the above completely and fully. But what I am anti is them pushing this on children. And in the show, they are pushing it, and they're pushing the trans agenda about children on the show, and they are pushing the they-them woke ideology basically down your throat. They're shoving it down your throat, trying to truly normalize this. Obviously, that's what society is doing right now anyways. So as you watch the new And Just Like That series, sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, but if you've already been watching and you can resonate with some of the things I'm saying, you will very quickly, because it's, shoved down our throats even in the first episode, come to realize how much they are pushing this woke LGBT acceptance agenda down the viewers' throats. What I love and I have no problem with is them like making Miranda like live her dreams and come out and get out of a life or a marriage that she wasn't, happy with. That's something that like we all could see coming, right? Like, we all could see coming. She was possibly like on the fence her whole life or like never truly happy. And now she is with this new character in the show named Che, who is portrayed as a they, them, non-binary. And they are happy now, living life, have a brand new relationship. She's out of her marriage with Steve and she's finding herself and feeling happy. And that is so beautiful to me. Live your life, love who you love, etc., etc. And that's fine because Miranda is a full-grown adult, okay? So I have no problem with them like making her lesbian, making her bisexual, like whatever. What I have an issue with in this show is that they didn't stick with this whole like woke ideology and keep it to the adults. They pushed it on the children in this show. They push the trans agenda, the medicalization of children in this show, trying to normalize it to the public. And that's what gets me. They take Charlotte's child, Rose, and they make her question her identity and now become this, she's not, I don't know if she's like going to fully transition yet, but she's in the beginning stages of like social transitioning, and now her name is Rock in the show, and now she is identifying as a boy in the show. And it went in, there's so much, but that is an issue in my opinion. Pushing the LGBT woke stuff down our throats, like, okay, that's kind of expected, right? I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of expected. But like, keep it to the adults. The fact that they are going and putting this on the children in the show and trying to normalize this to the viewer is effed up, in my opinion. In the show, they make Rose, like, she socially transitions in school. They don't even tell the parents, and like then they have to have a sit down with Charlotte and her husband. I can't even think of his name off the top of my head. And it's just like, that's what's going on in society. These crazy schools in the public system, they're just letting the kids change their sex, change their gender in school, and they're not even like talking to the parents about it until after the fact. It's so wrong. And it's just, I think them doing this, transing Charlotte's kid in the show, it's just like so obvious that they are trying to get into the mind of the viewer. Like, think about the viewer who's watching it. It's a lot of moms, okay? It's a lot of lived out moms. It's a lot of moms. It's a lot of women who are probably in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, who might have children, and they're trying to push that this is okay, that this is normal, that a kid choosing to be, that says they're in the wrong body is normal, and we have to accept it, okay? That's just like one of the main things about this show that just irks me so wrongly. Like, it's one thing, like, throughout every single episode, they push the they, them, they push the non-binary, they push all this stuff, and like, it's annoying, right? I find it to be annoying that it's so shoved down our throats in the show, but it's whatever, right? It's whatever. But when they go after the children in this way, and they try to normalize the medicalization of children and the destruction of children, that's where I'm like, fuck, this is very demonic. This is demonic. This is some serious shit, because the viewer who's watching this, if they don't have their mind of their own, or if they're not like aware in that way, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's okay, my kid is in the wrong body, they can change their gender. And I'll put another little disclaimer out, guys. I'm not anti-trans. I'm not. Gender dysphoria is real, and people have it. And I love certain people on YouTube that get a lot of shit, like Blair White, The Offensive Tranny, Buck Angel, all these amazing souls. I love them, and you should go watch them if you haven't already. But what's going on in society right now is, I believe, a pandemic brainwashing of destroying the youth, trying to make them feel like they're in the wrong body, when a lot of the times it's some other form of trauma or mental health issue or disorder or something going on, and it's not actually gender dysphoria. This whole thing right now is such a trend, but it's not like an emo trend that's gonna pass. Like, if people, children and youth especially, go down this route to taking these hormones and medicalizing their bodies and cutting off their tits and all this shit, and taking testosterone that changes their voice permanently and all this stuff, that's lifelong. You can't fucking come back from that. Rarely can you. I've seen so many detransitioners online in their stories, and they're never going to be the same. And I feel so bad that they got trapped in this ideology, right? the trans thing is a huge topic, right? But to just stick to Sex and the City and Just Like That, I just think it's really sad what they're doing and really gross what they're doing, pushing this on children. There's so much to do with it in the show. Like, you can't go an episode without it. It's not just like the trans and the LGBT stuff. They talk about like cultural inappropriate things like that shouldn't be accepted anymore. Like, Charlotte had a bunch of beautiful little dolls, and Lily just like she couldn't handle it anymore because they weren't culturally appropriate. And it's just all this stuff from, you know, the woke ideology that's going around in society right now, that's going around in social media right now. And they're just pushing it so hard on Sex and the City that I couldn't not say what I felt about it, because it's just so obvious and it's really sad, and it takes away a lot of the appeal of Sex and the City and Just Like That. Again, I believe everyone should just love who they love and be who they are. But when it's so obviously political in a show, it becomes cringy and it becomes sad, and it takes away the beauty of the show. I said at the beginning, no wonder why Samantha wasn't coming back for the series. I don't know why she didn't come back for the full series. Apparently she's going to be making a guest appearance in the near future in one of the episodes. That would be amazing. But yeah, guys, there's so much to say on this new show and all the woke craziness involved in it. I just wanted to have a casual chat with you guys, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I do not have a political agenda or side. I'm aware. Like, I mean, most people, I feel like, are aware of what's going on in society, what's going on to the children, and the fact that they went after the children in this show just like is a huge turnoff for me. Let me know how you feel about this as well, because I do think it's an important topic. Like, it's not just this show that's doing things like this. Like, all the stuff on Netflix now that's woke, and everything we see in movies, there's always like something's inputted, whether it's LGBT or whether it's saying like the race stuff and all this stuff. It's just like it's trying to bring division and trying to push an agenda. And I just want to be enjoying Sex in the City. Come on, guys. I love you. Let me know what you think about this topic, how you like the new series and Just Like That. I like it, of course. I like it. I'm glad they're doing it. But what I don't like is the cringe factor of it. It's very cringy. It was very cringy. All right. Bye, guys.